Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fine Tuned Fitness Podcast. We're talking episode 3 here today. How's your week been? I've been trying to do one of these every couple of weeks, not every week. I don't think anybody needs to see me every fucking week. That seems like a lot of Radio Dave, but every 2 weeks I think is a pretty good number and sustainable. That's the most important thing here. Just chilling here with my booster juice. Just finished up the gym. Me and my buddy J-Rock hit it, crushed some legs, and it was rough. It was a rough leg day. I got the thing where like your legs are shaking even though you're not working out anymore. Worked out almost an hour ago now, and my legs are like, ooh. Oh, damn, that's good. So I guess that's a good thing. Means we crushed it. Really pushing up the legs. Got to take my son there a little bit later. We're going to work on some of his conditioning, do some deadlifts, some squats to really solid up his core and functional strength while he's in football. Want to keep him all prepped and ready for the season and the last few games he's got. Welcome to it. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. If you're not new, yeah, you know what we do. I don't even know what the fuck we do, so. I am Radio Dave, if you don't know me. DJ, personal trainer, and I started this podcast because there wasn't enough white guys with microphones on the internet. Now, before we get started into our main topic today, which is gym stereotypes, we're going to be jumping into, something happened last week, or I believe it was last week, might be the week before, that was absolutely insanity. Absolute insanity, absolutely insane. Bananas bonkers. So we're going to go over it here today. So Thor Bjornsson, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name. Thor Julius Bjornsson. Anyway, he played the Mountain in Game of Thrones, and if you're in the gym industry, you definitely know who he is. If you're not into bodybuilding and weightlifting, you might only know him from Game of Thrones. Either way, he's pretty much the strongest man ever in history, in the universe. It's like Goliath strength, motherfucker. And so he broke the world record of deadlifting a few months ago. You may have heard he broke the world record lifting 505 kilograms, a 505 kilogram deadlift, which is, so he broke the previous record, which I believe was 501, and that was his too. That was his world record. So we broke his own world record, and so we're going to take a look at that here. You may have already seen it, but check this shit out. So this is Thor Bjornsson crushing 505 kilograms. Absolute monster. What a fucking beast. Let's take another look at that. Looks like he's struggling, really having not a hard time with it, I don't want to say, but he definitely put effort in, as you can see there. So he did that a few months ago, and just last week or the week before, he actually broke that record, which was his. So he broke a record again by lifting 510 kilograms. So we're going to show you this one. Have a look at this one.
Make some noise. World record. Bjornsson of Iceland,
510 kilograms. Unreal. Unfucking believable. Now,
thing that comes to mind when you look at
eagle-eyed cherried viewers may have noticed there is a pretty significant difference between the two of those. Let me see if I can zoom in on these a little bit, just so we can. I'm going to play these side by side so you can have a real look and see what's going on here. So let's take a look at the first one again. Lighter weight, 505. Look how much it looks like he's struggling on this one. Now take a look at the second one, the newer one, 510 kilograms. Heavier than the first lift. However, look how much easier that lift looks. So there's been some speculation as to why. Maybe he was having a rough day. Maybe he didn't have the energy he thought he would, or he didn't prep correctly. There's so many different things that could have been. But if you actually notice and actually pay attention to how Thor has been doing his lifts and the deadlift techniques he uses, why did the 505 seem so much more difficult? So there's a lot of science behind deadlifting that you might not be aware of. It's not just how big and strong and lift shit. I mean, that is 99% of it. But there's the posture, there's the bar, the weights, the platform, and specifically the material on the platform. If you'll notice, the platform on the 505 lift, it almost looks carpeted. Softer. And there's a technique that Thor uses when he lifts where he actually rolls the bar back toward himself as he begins to lift it. Now, Thor normally trains on more hard platforms like you see over here on the second lift, as opposed to this carpeted lift platform on the first. So the hard platform is more standard for this type of lifting. So he's already starting his lift at a disadvantage on the softer platform because he doesn't train on soft, he trains on hard. And you can see the roll at the start. Let's play it again here, see if you can actually see him. He does the roll he normally does, but because it's on a softer carpeted surface, he's already starting his lift at a disadvantage. See him push it out there, rolling it back towards himself. So, one more time, I'll get that out of the way. See the roll towards the shins and lifts, and it looks like he's having a hard time with it. But he pushes through and pulls it off, which would be expected. It would be expect him to be struggling with it because it's over 1,000 fucking pounds. But then a few weeks after he breaks the record again with 510, and it looks like easy work. And notice the roll again. So he's using the same technique, his rollback technique, but it looks easier, and that's because of the platform. The material is hard, so he's able to get his roll going. Just watch. Watch the roll. Roll towards himself, and he pulls. So it's almost one fluid motion as opposed to two separate motions. That's all because of the platform. The platform is hard. So he's able to get his roll going, and he begins his lift the way he's been training to do it. Makes the lift look like it's nothing, whereas the 505, which was less weight, looks like it was much more difficult. So that's what's going on here and why his record-breaking 505 lift looked like it was so much more difficult than the record-breaking 510 lift that he did just a few weeks after. There's so much more behind the lift as opposed to just lifting heavy weight. So that's what's going on there. I thought that that was pretty interesting, and especially with all the speculation going on as to why the 505 looked like so much more effort. Was he tired? Was he overtrained? No, he was just on the wrong platform. It wasn't how he trains his lifts. And so that's why he was able to get the 510 so much easier. So much easier. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And now you learned a little something about deadlifts that you might not have known before. Different techniques. Strongest man in the universe, Thor Bjornsson. Unfucking believable. Okay, we're going to take a quick look at a quick video about fasted training. And then we're going to come back for our main topic of the episode, gym stereotypes. Who the fuck is in your gym? We'll see you in a second.
Boys and girls, but probably mostly boys. I know how this shit goes. Welcome to another video from the beautiful minds and beautiful bodies behind Fine-Tuned Fitness. And if you know just why that's funny. It's because it's me. I'm the beautiful mind and body. Homie's chopped. I ain't gonna pretend I don't know it. Sad rose emoji. But thanks to being ugly as fuck, or as some would say, pug-fugly, that means I was forced to develop a personality from a young age. and actually put some brain power into my adolescent development.
Oh my God, it's worse than I thought.
For better or for worse, that means you get two things: a false confidence on the mic and camera, and a brain that pretends he understands the scientific shit he goes on about. So, with that, let's go on about it and learn about some of the science behind the everyday things we do in the gym, as we learn today about fasted training and just what happens when we do it. So you've heard people talk about fasted training before. More than likely, they probably swear by it. Get up early, skip breakfast, and hit the gym first thing without any food or sustenance to, well, sustain them during their workout. Is fasted training the secret to melting fat like butter and carving out shredded abs, or is it the secret to making your muscles cry behind your back and tell your friends about how abusive you are? Let's break down what actually happens when you lift weights on an empty stomach. So first off, just what is fasted training? Fasted training means exercising without any caloric intake beforehand, typically after an overnight fast. So if you hit the gym at 6 a.m. with only water and vibes in your system, congrats. That's fasted training. And psychotic.
Push it out. Everything you got. Everything you got. Everything you got.
Now, while it may sound similar, this is not the same as low carb or keto. It means no calories in the tank before you move at all.
We're out of gas.
You're out of gas? What does that mean?
We used to have gas, but now we're out.
When you train fasted, your body has to pull energy from stored sources as opposed to recently consumed sources like breakfast, because you didn't have any. Instead, it pulls from a number of areas ready to go in your rockin' bod, mainly glycogen, which is carbs stored in the muscle and liver. But it will also pull from your fat stores, and in rare extreme cases, amino acids from your muscles, which is the one you don't want.
Oh, that's all right. I'll get over it.
You'll also see a slight increase in cortisol, the stress hormone, and enhanced fat oxidation, so you're burning more fat during the workout. However, you're probably going to get reduced performance and strength output as well. So it's a trade-off. Yes, you're getting better fat burning during the session, but less power, less intensity, and less recovery afterward than what you normally would. So for all intents and purposes, fasted training can be a legitimate training strategy to help burn those pesky areas of stored fats. Of course, there is a yin to this yang, as is with every other good thing in life. You can burn muscle if you train fasted as well. But don't worry, that just sounds scarier than it actually is. If your overall protein intake is solid, your muscle should remain relatively safe and sound, while your body starts taking a hatchet to those fat stores.
I would have taken a hatchet and smashed it to pieces!
If you're lifting for less than 60 to 75 minutes, especially with BCAAs or EAAs, pre or during your workout, your risk of muscle breakdown is minimal. But if you're doing long fasted sessions, low protein, or you're dieting aggressively, then yeah, you might be at a higher risk of actually burning the muscle you've worked so hard to build. So here's where it gets tricky. Yes, fasted cardio or lifting increases fat usage during the session. However, total fat loss across the day, not significantly different from fed training when calories are equal. It's getting confusing, I know. Fat burning during the workout does not equal fat loss over time. While you might burn less fat from food during a fasted workout, you might burn more fat later in the day or consume fewer calories, balancing out the total fat burned. It'd be like draining water from a pool while you're filling it back up with a hose at the same time.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
The real key is your total caloric deficit, not whether you trained on an empty stomach. So, is it a waste of time to train fasted? Not if you like it. If it fits your lifestyle, if you feel good doing it. If your goal is general fat loss and you're not chasing max strength or hypertrophy, then sure. However, if you want to lift super heavy, if you're on a bulk, if you struggle with energy or focus, or if you plan on training for more than an hour, then fasted training probably isn't going to be ideal.
Damn, Rod, come on! What's the matter with you?
If you are going to train fasted, try sipping on EAs or 5 to 10 grams of BCAAs during your workout to preserve muscle and blunt your fatigue. And hydrate. You're already starting on low fuel for your workout, so don't start dry too. Fasted lifting isn't magic, but it's not dangerous either. It's a tool. Use it wisely, fuel your body right, and don't forget, performance is better than trends. Fasted workouts are fine, but if your goal is significant fat loss and preserving muscle, a balanced approach that includes sufficient fuel for your workouts under a total caloric deficit may actually be more effective for you. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe. We're doing videos like this every week. And if you want to get more one-on-one training, get help ordering those muscles around, shoot us a DM or visit finetunefitness.ca. And right now you can grab our 8-week training program, Swole Shouldered in 8 weeks, absolutely free. Just head to finetunefitness.ca/giveaway and grab your free copy today. All right, that's it for me for another video from Fine Tune Fitness. I'm Radio Dave, you're you, and I will see you on the next one.
All right, and we're back. And we're back. What am I getting emails about here? So let's jump into our main topic, gym stereotypes. Who's in your gym? Now, right off the bat, this is just for fun. Shits and gigs. We all know them. We all have seen them. Heck, you might even be one of them. Don't worry, okay? I'm not judging. Maybe a little bit. But today we're going to be ranking, roasting, and laughing about the different cartoon characters you'll find in every gym across the planet. I'm not immune to this. I'm like 3 on this list. 3 separate ones of them, okay? So, and the reason we can do this is because we're all one of them. Every one of us falls into somewhere on this list. So lean in, just enjoy the fun, have a laugh, and we're going to jump right into it. Now, Dave, you might ask yourself, how many can there possibly be? How many can there possibly be? And normally, I might agree with you, but just wait until we get going. There's actually a lot more than you might think. There's so many more than you might think. There's even subtypes. The first group on our list today, though, is the most obvious, the bros. The bros. These are probably the most common ones in the gym you're going to find, but there's actually 5 different subtypes of gym bro. The first one on our list today is the curl bro. You know, the guy who lives permanently in the squat rack, but you've never ever seen him do a squat. Arms like fucking cannons, but legs like water pistols. He can bicep curl a Buick, but a stiff breeze will actually blow him over because he's so top heavy. Nothing in the legs. And then somehow has the nerve to give you advice on your squat form. You know a few guys like this? I know a few guys like this. All right. That's our first one. Jumping into the next one in the list of gym bros is the quarter rep bro. Loads 4 plates on the bar, moves it 2 inches while grunting like he's a buffalo giving birth, and then struts around like he's Neo, just finished dodging bullets from Agent Smith. And is not limited to the bench press either. The quarter rep bro will also put every plate he can find on the leg press, including the plates he finds in the kitchen, and will move the platform so minusculely you'll need the Hubble telescope to see it move. Good job, bro. I don't know who you're trying to impress, but it ain't nobody here. The grunter. The grunting bro. You're sitting on your phone in between sets on the fly machine and you hear it. The unmistakable sounds and grunts of a middle-aged man having intercourse. Or, no, wait. It's him just doing a dumbbell shoulder press. You're grossed out, but you don't know which version of grossed out to be. And all you can think of is that old Adam Sandler skit, Sex or Weightlifting. You're definitely going to be sure to spray down that bench when it's your turn to use it, though. Just in case. The mirror flex bro. Okay. This guy's got to have a reflective surface around somewhere. Now, we all have a little mirror bro in us, but this guy takes it to a whole new level. He doesn't have breaks between sets. He has mirror breaks between sets. Pose breaks. Do 10 curls? Flex in the mirror. 10 tricep pushdowns? I guess we'll flex in the mirror. Every set ends with a full stage pose session, and he's not even in prep. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty fucking close to this one, especially when it's a muscle group I'm specifically targeting hard those few weeks, but I swear I'm just trying to monitor progress. Disease. Last for the gym bros, this is just our first category of this thing, the chalk cloud bro. This guy uses more chalk than the teachers union, and he chalks for everything. Deadlift, chalk. Bicep curls, chalk. Pull-ups, chalk. He even chalks for things that he doesn't use his hands for. Leg press, you better believe he's using chalk. And then one good clap, and the whole gym looks like Scarface. Just buy some wraps, dude. Oh, fuck. The Gym Bros. Now, that's our first group, the bros. We all got a little bit of bro-ness, I think. There's a little bit of bro-nado in all of us. Some of us more than others, obviously, but then there's the cardio crew. Okay? First up on the cardio crew, we got the treadmill texter. 1 mile per hour, 0 incline, and an infinite Instagram feed to scroll through. This one spends an hour and a half in the gym every day and burns more calories with their finger scrolling than they do on the actual treadmill. But hey, at least they're in there. That's something. I can't hold that against them. Next up, we've got the Stairmaster Zombie. Sweating like Woody Allen in a deposition, the pace on these stairs, and the eyes straight ahead. And if it wasn't for the fact that you saw them tie their shoes when they got there, you might actually have considered that they may actually be a zombie. Slow, steady, and endlessly trudging toward nowhere. Is their end goal gains or brains? You may never know. Then we've got the elliptical tourist. You can set your watch to this person. Same machine, same speed, same resistance, same podcast every single fucking day. More regular than the sunrise. The only thing you know about this person for sure is that if they aren't there that day, then they've died. They dead. Last up for our cardio crew is the marathon talker. This one somehow manages to run their legs and their mouth at equal speeds for an hour. I can't even walk and chew gum at the same time, and this lady somehow runs a marathon and then tells you her entire life story without missing a beat or a step. If her dialogue was internal, she might explode, so do what you gotta do, lady, I guess. There's gains to be got and stories to be told. Just happy you're there. And then we've got the social butterflies. This is a whole other group. The machine hog starting us off. This guy's been on the machine for 20 minutes talking to the person on the next machine, and he's done one set. He's a nice guy. He's too nice. He'll talk to everybody, but the only way he'll break a sweat is if somebody turns up the thermostat. Luckily, his gums flapped so much he still managed to burn enough calories for it to be considered a workout. Even if you did have to do an arm day instead, because he fucked up your entire leg day plan by hogging on the machine. But he's nice. So what are you going to do? Then there's the gym mayor. He knows everybody. And I mean everyone. A person walks in first day in the gym, first day in town, and somehow this guy knows him. Daps up every person in the gym as they come in through the door. If this guy ran for office, he'd get 100% of the popular vote. But when you think about it, you're not sure you've ever seen him lift a weight. The flirt. This can be a guy or a girl, but they use different strategies. The guy will most likely offer a spot and then offer dinner afterward. Whereas the girl will act like she doesn't know a workout and ask you for advice. And then ask you for your phone number afterward. It's just how does this go? I don't know how to do this. Sir, can you show me how to do this? Madam, that's the painter scaffolding. Please get out. Is it harmless? Is it all in good fun? I don't know. Let's ask their wives together and see what they think about it. The earbud yanker. This is the guy who just won't get the hint. I know a few of these guys. You get your headphones on, and they start talking to you, and you have to pause your music and take your earbud out awkwardly. What's that? And go, what's excuse me? Sorry? Because you missed the first half of whatever the fuck they were talking about. And then you go to put it back in, and they just keep talking. Unable to get the hint. This is doubly annoying if you're wearing, full over-the-ear headphones. What? Sorry? It's a whole workout doing this up and down. This is why I wear my headphones like this, one over the ear and across like that. Because I'm a few of these, like I said. Next up, we've got everybody's favorite, the content creators. Now, I'm going to come down hardest on these guys because I'm these guys. These guys is me. Well, sort of. There's the tripod army, 2 tripods set up for different angles and using 4 machines at once to film a superset. And then you make the mistake of using the gym walkway to, walk and get chastised for ruining their shot. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Scorsese. I was unaware I was on the set of The Departed. But speak to me like that again, and I will use my foot to depart your ass from the rest of your asshole. The TikTok dancer. These ladies are filming kickbacks for one set, and then they're doing choreography for their superset. God forbid the next viral TikTok trend be get a sick pump. They might actually get one. Then there's the fake natty. This guy's loaded up with more juice than Tropicana, but he swears he's strictly organic. He also swears it's all thanks to this completely natural supplement stack that you can get all for the low, low price of $49.99. With his name slapped on the side of it. Results may vary. Batteries not included. It's fine if you're not natty, bro, but don't sell me sea salt and tell me it'll turn me into Lee Priest. I know the difference. Okay? I can see the injection marks on your ass. Lastly, it's the motivational speaker. This guy thinks he was Tony Robbins in a previous life. If he was, though, that doesn't transfer over into this life. No matter how many times he says shit like, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten, while lifting the lightest dumbbells you've ever seen on the rack. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Do it. Just lift the fucking weight, dude. If I wanted to be yelled at by someone stronger than me, I would have stayed home with my wife. There's your content creators. Now we're up for the next group of gym stereotypes. The experts. Such as the bro scientist. You're doing everything right. Your ball's deep in the burn, and this guy peeks in and says, nah, bro, you got to confuse the muscle. Guy didn't pass grade 8 biology, but somehow he knows the complete biomechanics of every working muscle and just what you need to do to break through your plateau, even though he's smaller than you. The Google Doctor. www.md. This guy might be worse than the bro scientist, but it's pretty close. The Google Doctor knows all the studies and quotes parts of them to you, even though he didn't read any of them. Coles notes every research paper from the last 10 years, but doesn't actually understand any of what he's read. There's the overcoacher. This is the guy that corrects everybody's form, even when he's wrong. But he won't leave you alone until you do it the way he says, and goes, now you got it, chief. You feel that now, yeah? And you say, oh yeah, totally. Just so he'll leave you the fuck alone. Then when he finally walks away, you just go back to what you were doing beforehand. Thanks, chief. The supplement salesman. Cousin to the fake natty. Cousin by marriage. The main difference is he tries to sell you on the garbage inside the supplement itself, and not the fake results it gave him. It's got 2 milligrams of ashwagandha, man. You definitely need this to get that new PR. Thanks, man. Can you wait until I finish this squat before you stick protein in my face? That's it for the experts. We've got one more group, and this one's probably my favorite. The last group we've got tonight, it's the wild cards. Such as the jeans and boots guy. Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck deadlifts in Levi's? This guy's the most psychotic one out of them all. He's got a body in his basement for sure. If you're working out in jeans, bro, I'm not going to talk to you, because that's a whole other level of sociopath. There's the Everlifter. This guy's always in the gym. No matter when you go, he's there. And he waves to you. 7 p.m., he's there. 7 a.m., he's there. Quick cardio after lunch, he's there talking to the front desk. How the fuck? Does he have a cot in the back? Does he just live here? How is he always here? He's like a time lord. He's always constantly in the gym, no matter when you go. He's got to be thinking the same thing when he sees you, though, if you go twice in one day, or you go at different times. If you guys are locking eyes with each other, you know he's thinking it too. How is he always here? The cologne cloud. Clearly showered in X body spray before he got there. How are you supposed to breathe deep in your squat when his particulates are attacking your lungs? You can't. There's different variants of this guy too, but I'm not touching that. I ain't touching that with a 10-foot fucking pole. How about the scream laugher? Watching TikTok's too loud between sets, and the only thing louder is his obnoxious hyena laugh. This is me. I have a loud laugh. My kids call me Sideshow Bob. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. How about the trip hazard? This guy is a walking incident report. He's got dumbbells everywhere, and if you're not careful, you're going down. You only seen him use 2, but if you go and grab one, he'll shout, I'm using those? Oh, sorry, bro. There's dust on these. I assumed you hadn't touched them in an eon. How about the water fountain hog? This is the last one on our list. I hope you got 20 minutes to wait. This guy's filling up a beer keg at the water fountain that has the water pressure of a pissing 80-year-old man. That's fine. I didn't need to be hydrated anyway. It's all in good fun. That's it for this is all the stereotypes. Just a good time. I'm like 4 of these guys on this fucking list, so I think that's why I enjoy it so much. I think there's a little of us in all of them. The only thing you need to be in the gym is positive and hardworking. That's all you really need. That's the only stereotype that matters. That's all anybody expects of you in there. And you can be whoever the fuck you want to be in the gym. That's what the gym is all about. Carving out the you want to be. Nobody can tell you who you are in the gym but you. So who do you say you are? Who do you want to be? Did I miss any? What's some gym stereotypes I did miss? Because I know there's more out there. There's no way I got them all. Comment or DM us your favorite or some other weird ones you might have seen in the gym. Which one are you? Let us know and I'll feature it on the next episode. Whether you're a curl bro, a cardio zombie, or even if you're jeans and boots guy, I guess. All right, next up for your workout of the week, we're going to be looking at the grimy extension, okay? This is a tricep rope pushdown variation for us bigger, wider dudes. Too wide for a rope? Regan Grimes, Canadian bodybuilder Regan Grimes, has a solution for it. Has a solution for you. So let's check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Gym Day with a fucking idiot. Brought to you by the sexiest DJ you know, Radio fucking Dave, who in turn is brought to you by Fine Tuned Fitness. And my mom and dad too, I guess, if you want to get weird about it. Today we're looking at a workout we've done before, but with a little bit of a twist on things as we dive in and take a look at the grimy extension. Now, a while back we talked about the tricep rope pushdown before and how great of a workout it is to get those triceps fired up. Specifically, all 3 heads of the triceps brachii, although you do get slightly more emphasis on the lateral and medial heads. This workout is great. It's always been great, and it will always be great for as long as you want to incorporate it into your arm day routines. However, there is a slight limiting factor to the exercise, and that is as you begin to grow over time, for some of us, we get substantially wider. And with that, the rope may begin to become slightly uncomfortable during the movement, or worse, more difficult to attain the same activation we were getting before. Which brings us to the grimy extension, named after Canadian bodybuilder Regan Grimes, who brought this variation to light just recently. Now, Grimes is fucking huge. He's a big dude, a wide dude, and because of his abnormally large width, the normal tricep rope pushdown doesn't hit like it used to. So we began to incorporate a seated row V handle into his pushdowns. How this works is we thread the rope through the V handle, then the width of the handle pushes the ends of the rope several inches apart, giving you a more straight vector of force when pulling the weight down into your triceps. No more pushing the rope into the Y pattern at the bottom of the concentric phase of the movement. The rope is already pushed apart thanks to this variation, and you're getting full activation of the brachii. Now, as I said, this variation is more geared towards the wider guys. If you're not there yet, stick with the normal rope pushdown, or hell, try this variation out anyway and see if you like it better. It's not going to hurt. It definitely feels a lot more natural as a wider dude, but I would not have gotten full use out of it when I was a lot smaller. It's also a lot more comfortable on the wrist and forearms, which if you've watched these videos for any amount of time, you know are an issue I've usually got to deal with. Aside from the V handle, everything else in this setup and execution is the same. Keep your feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent, back straight with a neutral spine. Grasp the rope with an overhand grip, palms facing each other. Inhale and push the rope straight down by extending your arms, squeezing your triceps at the bottom of the movement. Keeping your core engaged and shoulders back, slowly release the tension to control the weight up as you return to the starting position, with your elbows bent to about 90 degrees. You can see here I'm nice and close to the pulley and trying to keep my weight over the top of the movement so all the force is going directly down into the triceps, and little to no supplementary activation is being wasted in the back or shoulders. Keep your core engaged to stabilize your torso and prevent any momentum from carrying the weight. Now that's it for the grimy extension, a very small but very cool variation to an already goated tricep workout. If you're a bigger dude, give this option a try, and I guarantee you'll be hitting the triceps like it was your first time all over again. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe. We're doing them literally all the fucking time. And if you're sick of doing your own meal prep and want to have someone else do it for you, so you can free up your Sundays, head to justbitememeals.com and just let them take care of it for you. Use code FineTuneFitness at checkout and get 10% off all orders over $50. All right, that's it for me. Until the next video from Fine Tune Fitness, I'm Radio Dave, you're you, and I'll see you on the next one, I guess.
This is not
Hey guys, Radio Dave here. Just wanted to do a quick check-in to talk about meal prepping. There are many aspects to the fitness lifestyle that I do not enjoy. Protein farts, buying the wrong flavor pre-workout, cardio, but nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, is worse than having to spend my Sunday every week meal prepping. Don't get me wrong, it's worth it. 2 to 3 hours in the kitchen every Sunday, and all my meals are cooked and prepped for the week. But my God, it's Sunday. It's the Sabbath. It's the Lord's Day. I don't want to spend my whole fucking last day off in the kitchen when I could be spending it in the living room with my family. That is why Fine Tune Fitness has just become an affiliate for Just Bite Me Meals. If you hate meal prepping as much as I do, then let someone else do it for you. Dan and his team offer incredible service, incredible meals, and an incredible product. As most of you already know, I see you all still rocking your Muscle League shirts in the gym. And so now anytime you purchase an order over $50, if you use code FineTuneFitness at checkout, you'll get 10% off your order. Buy 10 meals, and that's essentially getting one for free. But even better than the financial savings is the time you're saving. So if you want to take the headache out of spending every Sunday in the kitchen prepping meals for the week, click the link below and let Just Bite Me take care of it. They'll even deliver them right to your door, or you can pick them up at your convenience. So you're spending your last day off for the week in the living room instead of the kitchen. Go to justbitememeals.com/FineTuneFitness to have the code applied automatically, or just type it in at the checkout. For Fine Tune Fitness, I'm Radio Dave. You're you, and I'll see you on the next one.
Shout out to Just Bite Me. Make sure you go and reach out to these guys. If you're in the Alberta area and you're tired of doing your own fucking meal prep, they're the way to do it, baby. All right, we're coming up near the end of our show here this week. Another bit of a quick one. I'm going to try to get some guests on this thing so we can, get some back and forth. You're not just listening to me the whole time. I got a lot of people in the works, so stay tuned for that. Before we say goodbye, though, here's a quick tip for you guys. If you feel like your workouts are ever getting stale and you're not quite ready to completely change everything out just yet, just flip them. Flip the whole thing. Reverse your entire workout. If you start your chest day with heavy flies, then barbell chest press and incline dumbbells, reverse it. Try starting with reverse dumbbells, incline dumbbells, barbell chest press, and then heavy flies. You are going to burn out different muscles, different areas of the muscles, than if you did it the normal way. This is how I do it. When I'm not ready to completely change out my routine, I'll just reverse it, do it backwards for a little bit, and it makes a difference. Makes a big difference. Right now, my current chest day is I start with heavy flies, and I find it's really good. We burn the muscle out pretty much right off the bat with the first workout, and everything we do after that is pure hypertrophy, pure gains. Flat barbell chest press, incline chest press, incline machine press with underhand dumbbells, flies, superset to end, and I find that that was really good for a while. And then we flipped it. We started doing the flat dumbbell, the incline barbell, incline barbell. Then we did our superset, and then we ended with the heavy flies. So like I said, kind of reversed it up, changed it up a bit. But sometimes that's all you got to do. If you like your workouts, you're not ready to completely change your routine, just flip it upside down, do it backwards, and that should help you get a nice little bit of difference, nice little boost, break through, plateau just a little bit without completely changing everything up. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. That's about all I got for you guys here today. Tune in next week or 2 weeks from today, and we're going to fucking do another one, I guess. If you've interested in getting a personalized training plan, you want to do some, you want to jump into the gym, but you don't know where to start with me. I'll help you out. I'll get you there. Personalized training plan. We can do a meal plan. We do all kinds of shit. And there's video components. There's video tutorials. You guys have seen them on the YouTube page, on the Instagram, TikTok. And they'll show you exactly what you need to do. I will help you be the you want to be. Shoot us an email, Dave at finetunefitness.ca, or visit finetunefitness.ca/shop. And right now you can grab our 8-week program, Swole Shouldered in 8 weeks, absolutely free. This will get your fucking 3D delts looking extra three-dimensional, baby. You can grab that for free by visiting finetunefitness.ca/giveaway. Finetunefitness.ca/giveaway. Don't forget to follow us on social media, Instagram.com/finetuned.fitness. There's a dot in there, finetuned.fitness, because Finetuned Fitness was taken. Sons of bitches. Facebook.com/finetunedfitness. That's it for me. Baby, so good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, chatting with me. Drop comments, ask questions. Let me know what other gym stereotypes you like to you've seen in the gym and that you like to talk about. Hit me up. Let's do it. You got questions, topics that you got questions about. We're going to get into it. So, I'll see you guys next time. Tune in. Fine-Tuned Fitness Podcast. Oh, I'm blowing it. Love you guys. I'll see you next time.